Hello, and welcome back to English with Sophia Blake. I am Sophia, and today's lesson will help you improve one of the most important skills in mastering English: listening. Listening is often seen as the hardest skill, especially when you are listening to native speakers who speak fast and use slang. But don't worry, by the end of this lesson, you'll have practical strategies to understand English speakers more easily, no matter their speed or accent. In this video, we'll cover how to improve your listening skills. Focus on key elements like intonation, stress, and connected speech, and help you understand real-world English. By the end of this lesson, you'll feel more confident listening to native speakers. Let's get started. Before we dive into specific strategies, let's talk about why listening is so important in learning English. When you listen, you're not only learning new words and phrases, you're also understanding how those words are pronounced and how sentences are structured. Listening helps you improve your vocabulary, grammar, and overall fluency. Think about this. When you're learning to speak, the first step is to listen and absorb the language. The more you listen, the easier it becomes to recognize patterns in speech and respond naturally. Let's try a quick example. When you hear the sentence, "I am going to the store later," you might hear it said quickly as "I am gonna go to the store later." This is an example of connected speech, where words are blended together to sound more natural and quicker. It's important to get used to hearing these changes, so you can understand and use them in your own speech. Let's practice, "I am gonna go to the store later." Great! Listening regularly helps you become familiar with native speech and improves your comprehension. There are different types of listening practice that can help improve your skills. For example, extensive listening is when you listen to a lot of material, like podcasts, TV shows, or audiobooks, to get used to the flow of natural speech. This is great for learning vocabulary, understanding sentence structure, and getting familiar with different accents. Then there's intensive listening, which focuses on understanding specific details and correct pronunciation. Let's practice with a short intensive listening exercise. Listen carefully to the sentence, "The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog." What are the key details here? Quick, brown, fox, jumps, and lazy dog. Repeat after me. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. By practicing both extensive and intensive listening, you can improve both your general listening skills and your attention to specific details. One of the biggest challenges for English learners is understanding different accents. English is spoken all over the world, and each region has its own way of pronouncing words. For example, the pronunciation of schedule in British English is schedule, while in American English, it's pronounced schedule. Let us practice these two accents. British accent. I have a schedule for the week. American accent. I have a schedule for the week. Repeat after me. I have a schedule for the week. I have a schedule for the week. Notice how the difference in the stress and pronunciation of the same word changes depending on the accent. By listening to various accents, you'll get better at understanding different forms of spoken English. Listening to English in context is a powerful way to understand new words and phrases. When you listen to English in real-life conversations or media, you'll often hear unfamiliar words. However, you can use context to guess their meaning. For example, if you hear, "We should think about a more sustainable way to approach this problem," you might not know what sustainable means right away, but based on the sentence, you can guess that it has something to do with being long-lasting or eco-friendly. Let us try another example. The company is aiming to diversify its product range this year. Repeat after me. The company is aiming to diversify its product range this year. By using context, you can understand new words and phrases without needing to look them up every time. Now, let us listen to a conversation and see if we can guess some new vocabulary. The economy is growing, but there are still challenges in employment and education. What do you think employment means? And education? Use the context to guess. Employment refers to jobs or the state of being employed. Education refers to learning or the system of schools. Watching movies and TV shows is a fun and effective way to practice your listening skills. In movies and shows, you can hear native speakers using natural language in everyday situations. This helps you understand how English is used in real conversations. Let us practice with a short clip from a TV show. What are you doing this weekend? I am planning to go to the beach with some friends. Repeat after me. What are you doing this weekend? I am planning to go to the beach with some friends. By watching movies and shows in English, you can improve your ability to understand spoken English and also learn more about culture and society. In addition to listening for details, it is important to listen for the main ideas in conversations. Often, when people are speaking, they give a lot of background information, but the main point might be summed up in just one or two sentences. When listening, try to focus on what the speaker is trying to communicate overall, not just the specific facts. For example, let us look at this sentence. We have to adjust our strategy to meet the challenges in the current market. The main idea is about adjusting the strategy to overcome challenges. Now let us listen to a short conversation and practice identifying the main idea. Person 1. We've been working on the project for weeks, but we need to revise the plan. Person 2. Yes, we'll need to allocate more resources and adjust the timeline. What is the main idea here? The main idea is about revising the plan and adjusting the resources and timeline. Repeat after me. We need to revise the plan and adjust the resources and timeline. One of the biggest challenges in listening is understanding fast speech. Native speakers often speak at a rapid pace, especially in casual conversations. But don't worry, there are ways to train your ear to understand fast speech. Start by listening to short clips and trying to identify the key words. You can also slow down the audio to practice listening at a slower pace. Then gradually increase the speed as you become more comfortable. Here's a sentence spoken at a fast pace. We need to hurry if we want to catch the bus. Listen closely and try to identify the important words. Hurry, catch, bus. Now, let's practice at a slower pace. We need to hurry if we want to catch the bus. Great. Start slow. And as you improve, listen to faster speech and challenge yourself to understand more of the conversation. Another excellent method for improving listening skills is to use audio with transcripts. By listening to the audio while reading the transcript, you can match the spoken words with their written forms, helping you understand the speech better. Many podcasts, news websites, and educational platforms offer transcripts alongside their audio content. Start by listening to a short section of audio and reading along with the transcript. Afterward, try listening again without the transcript to see how much you can understand without reading. Let's practice audio. The company has announced a new partnership with international investors. Transcript. The company has announced a new partnership with international investors. Repeat after me. The company has announced a new partnership with international investors. After practicing with the transcript, try listening again and see how much you understand without it. This technique will help improve both your listening comprehension and vocabulary. If you're struggling with fast speech, it can help to practice with slow speech. Many language learners find it easier to understand when the speech is slower and clearer. There are many resources available online that allow you to listen to speech at a slower pace. Let's practice by listening to a sentence at a slower pace. I am going to the store later this afternoon. Now, let's say it a little faster. I am gonna go to the store later this afternoon. Repeat after me. I am gonna go to the store later this afternoon. By practicing with slow speech and then gradually increasing the speed, you'll feel more comfortable and confident in your ability to understand fast speech. Real-life conversations are often the best way to improve your listening skills. Listening to how people speak in different contexts, whether it's in a business meeting, at a party, or during a casual chat, will help you develop your listening comprehension in various situations. Start by having simple conversations with native speakers or language exchange partners. if you don't have a chance to speak with native speakers. You can also listen to real-life audio from podcasts or YouTube channels that feature conversations in natural English. Let us practice a conversation. Person 1. I am so excited for the weekend. Do you have any plans? Person 2. Yes. I am planning to go hiking with some friends. Repeat after me. I am so excited for the weekend. Do you have any plans? Yes. I am planning to go hiking with some friends. By listening to real conversations, you'll learn how people naturally express themselves in everyday situations. The key to improving your listening skills is regular practice. Just like with speaking, the more you practice listening, the better you'll become. Set aside time each day to listen to English content, whether it's podcasts, TV shows, or news reports. The more exposure you get, the easier it will be to understand natural speech at various speeds. Let us finish with a final sentence to practice. Listening every day will improve your understanding of native English speakers. Repeat after me. Listening every day will improve your understanding of native English speakers. Great job today. Keep up the regular practice, and you'll continue to improve your listening skills. When listening to natural conversations, it's important to understand the flow of the conversation. Native speakers often use pauses, interruptions, and filler words, like a you know and well, to keep the conversation going. These pauses and interruptions can make it difficult to follow the conversation, but with practice, you can get used to the rhythm of natural speech. Let us listen to a short example. Person 1. I am not sure about the meeting time. I think it's at 3 p.m. Person 2. Yeah. You know. I heard it's at 3 p.m. too. Notice how the filler words don't change the meaning, but help the speakers keep the conversation flowing. Now, let us practice. Person 1. I am not sure about the meeting time. I think it's at 3 p.m. Person 2. Yeah. You know. I heard it's at 3 p.m. too. By getting used to these conversational flows, you'll understand native speakers more easily. One of the best ways to improve your listening is by listening to real-world conversations. Real-world conversations, whether they are in the form of podcasts, interviews, or even street conversations, give you a chance to hear how people actually speak. Let us practice with an example from a real-world conversation. I've been really busy this week. I had a meeting yesterday, and I am working on a big project. Notice how the speaker uses casual language, and the sentences are connected smoothly with filler words. Repeat after me. I've been really busy this week. I had a meeting yesterday, and I am working on a big project. In real-world conversations, speakers often mix different topics, and it's important to stay focused and listen for key details. By practicing with real conversations, you'll be better equipped to understand what native speakers say in casual settings. Listening isn't just about the words you hear, it's also about nonverbal communication. Nonverbal cues like body language, gestures, and facial expressions provide important context to the conversation. For example, if someone says, "I am fine," but their body language shows that they're upset, the nonverbal communication tells you that something is wrong. Let's practice this idea with an example. Person 1. I am fine. I am not tired, but they're yawning and rubbing their eyes. In this case, the words might say one thing, but the body language tells you that the person might actually be tired. Let's practice person 1. I am fine. I am not tired, yawning. By paying attention to body language and other nonverbal cues, you can understand a lot more about the conversation than just the words. This will help you interpret not just the literal meaning, but also the emotional context. Another important aspect of listening is being able to understand different speech patterns. People speak differently depending on their culture, background, and even personal preferences. For example, in American English, you might hear someone say, "I am so excited about this." But in British English, the same sentence might sound like, "I am absolutely thrilled about this." While the meaning is the same, the phrasing and intonation are different. Let's practice with more examples. I am so excited about this. I am absolutely thrilled about this. By listening to these variations, you'll improve your ability to understand different speech patterns. This will help you recognize how native speakers convey meaning, no matter where they're from. One of the most effective ways to practice both listening and speaking is through a technique called shadowing. Shadowing involves listening to a native speaker and immediately repeating what they say, trying to match their pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. This technique helps you improve your listening comprehension as well as your speaking fluency. Let's practice shadowing with a short sentence. English is one of the most widely spoken languages in the world. Repeat after me, trying to match the intonation and rhythm. English is one of the most widely spoken languages in the world. Great! By shadowing native speakers regularly, you'll improve your ability to understand spoken English and speak more naturally. When it comes to improving your listening skills, it's helpful to expose yourself to a variety of media. Different types of media like radio, television, podcasts, and audiobooks offer different listening experiences, all of which can help you improve. For example, listening to the radio can expose you to conversational English, whereas listening to audiobooks may give you the opportunity to hear clearer and more deliberate speech. Let's practice listening to a short radio clip and see how much of it you can understand today. Today's weather report is brought to you by the station. Temperatures will rise throughout the day. with highs reaching 75th. Repeat after me. Today's weather report is brought to you by the station. Temperatures will rise throughout the day. By listening to various types of media, you'll expose yourself to a wide range of accents, speaking speeds, and vocabulary. Listening to interviews and conversations is a great way to practice real-world listening. In interviews, you'll often hear both formal and informal language, as the interviewer and interviewee exchange ideas on various topics. For example, in a job interview, you might hear "Tell me about your strengths and weaknesses." While in a casual conversation, you might hear "So, how did the weekend go?" Let's practice with a short conversation. Person 1. How did the weekend go? Person 2. It was great. I spent the day at the park with friends. Repeat after me. How did the weekend go? It was great. I spent the day at the park with friends. By listening to both formal and informal conversations, you'll become more familiar with real-world language and improve your listening comprehension. Another aspect of listening to native speakers is understanding idiomatic expressions. Idioms are phrases that have a different meaning from the individual words. For example, the phrase "kick the bucket" doesn't mean literally kicking a bucket. It's an idiom meaning to die. Let's practice with a few more common idiomatic expressions. Break the ice. To start a conversation in a social situation. Hit the nail on the head. To describe something exactly right. Under the weather. To feel sick or unwell. Now let's practice. Let's break the ice with some small talk. You really hit the nail on the head with that idea. I am feeling a bit under the weather today. Repeat after me. Let's break the ice with some small talk. You really hit the nail on the head with that idea. I am feeling a bit under the weather today. Understanding idioms helps you sound more fluent and natural in conversation, and it will make you better at understanding native speakers. Let's now look at TED Talks as an excellent resource for practicing active listening. TED Talks feature native speakers from all around the world, speaking on a wide variety of topics. The speakers use clear language, and the content is often thought-provoking and engaging. Start by listening to short TED Talk clips, and try to focus on understanding both the content and the emotion behind the speaker's words. For example, listen to this short passage from a TED Talk. The future of technology is not about what we can create, but about how we use it to improve the lives of others. Repeat after me. The future of technology is not about what we can create, but about how we use it to improve the lives of others. By practicing with TED Talks, you'll improve your ability to understand both technical vocabulary and emotional nuances in speech. To improve your listening skills, it's essential to listen to a variety of content types. Start by diversifying the topics you listen to. News, podcasts, documentaries, movies, and even music. By exposing yourself to a variety of English accents, vocabulary, and topics, you'll improve your ability to understand different forms of speech. Let us practice listening to a variety of content types. News. The stock market has recovered after a week of declines. Podcast. In today's episode, we discuss the impact of climate change on the planet. Movie. I've never been to Paris before, but it's on my bucket list. Repeat after me. The stock market has recovered after a week of declines. In today's episode, we discuss the impact of climate change on the planet. I've never been to Paris before, but it's on my bucket list. By practicing with a variety of content, you'll improve your overall listening comprehension and become better at understanding different speaking styles. Pronunciation is closely tied to listening skills, and practicing one helps improve the other. When you listen to native speakers, you're not only improving your comprehension, but also learning how to pronounce words more clearly and naturally. For example, let us practice with a sentence, I don't know if I'll make it to the meeting on time. Notice how in natural speech, native speakers tend to blend the words together. I don't know if I'll make it can sound like, I dunno if I'll make it. Let us practice, I dunno if I'll make it to the meeting on time. Repeat after me. I dunno if I'll make it to the meeting on time. By practicing connected speech, you'll be able to speak more naturally and understand native speakers better. One of the challenges of listening to native speakers is their speaking speed. At first, you might find it hard to keep up with how quickly people speak. But don't worry. With practice, you can improve your ability to understand faster speech. Start by listening to slow speed audio, and gradually increase the speed as you improve. Many language learning apps and websites allow you to adjust the speed of the audio, which is a great way to practice at your own pace. Let us practice with an example at a slower pace. I am going to meet my friend at the cafe later this afternoon. Now, let us speed it up. I am gonna meet my friend at the cafe later this afternoon. Repeat after me. I am gonna meet my friend at the cafe later this afternoon. By gradually increasing the speed, you'll become better at understanding faster speech and improve your overall listening skills. Casual conversations can be fast-paced and full of slang, abbreviations, and informal language. Understanding these types of conversations is crucial for fluent listening. Let us look at a casual conversation between two friends. Person 1. Hey, wanna grab a coffee? Person 2. Sure. I am in. Let us meet up in 10 minutes. Notice how in casual conversations, words like wanna, want to, and meet up, meet are used. Let us practice. Person 1. Wanna grab a coffee? Person 2. Sure. I am in. Let us meet up in 10 minutes. Repeat after me. Wanna grab a coffee? Let us meet up in 10 minutes. By getting used to informal speech, you'll be able to follow fast, casual conversations with ease. Music is a fun and effective way to practice your listening skills. Many songs feature clear pronunciation, and the lyrics often use everyday vocabulary. Start by listening to the song and reading the lyrics. As you get more comfortable, try listening without the lyrics and focus on the words and phrases you recognize. Let us practice with a line from a popular song, I am gonna swing from the chandelier. Repeat after me. I am gonna swing from the chandelier. By practicing with music, you'll improve both your listening comprehension and pronunciation in a fun way. One of the best ways to improve your listening is by participating in real-life conversations. Having regular conversations with native speakers or language partners is an excellent way to practice your listening skills. In these conversations, you'll be exposed to natural speed, intonation, and slang that you wouldn't hear in textbooks. Even if you don't understand everything at first, don't be discouraged. Keep practicing, and over time, your ability to understand real-world conversations will improve. Let us practice a short conversation. Person 1. How's your day been? Person 2. It's been good. I went to the gym and grabbed lunch with a friend. Repeat after me. How's your day been? I went to the gym and grabbed lunch with a friend. By practicing with real-life conversations, you'll become more confident in your listening abilities and improve your overall fluency. Now, let us finish today's lesson with some final tips to continue improving your listening skills. Practice regularly. The key to improving your listening skills is to practice consistently. Diversify your listening. Expose yourself to various types of content: news, podcasts, interviews, movies, and music. Focus on keywords. When listening, don't stress over every word. Instead, focus on the keywords that carry the main message. Replay content. If you miss something, replay it. Don't hesitate to go back and listen again to understand it fully. Engage in real conversations. Nothing beats real-life listening practice. Join language exchange groups or speak with native speakers whenever possible. By following these tips, you'll gradually become more comfortable with understanding native speakers, no matter how fast they speak. Remember, improvement comes with regular practice. To wrap up, remember that listening is just one aspect of becoming fluent in English. You also need to practice speaking, reading, and writing regularly. But improving your listening skills will give you the confidence to participate in conversations and understand native speakers. Start by setting goals for your listening practice. For example, aim to listen to at least 15 to 20 minutes of English content every day. This consistent practice will help you develop a deeper understanding of the language and make you feel more confident in real-life conversations. Let us finish today's lesson with a final sentence. The more you practice listening, the easier it will be to understand native speakers. Repeat after me. The more you practice listening, the easier it will be to understand native speakers. Fantastic work today. Keep practicing, and you'll continue improving your listening skills. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next lesson.